wake 'em up. Got 'em, man. I'm back again.
What's up, everybody? Fire Chicken back here at the Scrapyard.
What's up, Michael Warrior?
Hi, I'm the Canadian.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the livest podcast in the Pacific Northwest.
It's Scraptalk. Wake 'em up, listen. We got news.
Fire Chicken and Jay got him here.
It's Got 'em and Fire Chicken. We got news for you. Fire Chicken, you excited about these fights coming up, man?
Oh, hell yeah. I'm excited. This event looks like it's shaping up to be probably one of the best events that we have ever had. And it's just, it's so much quality in the matchups. We got title fights. We got new fights that we've never seen before. And all this stuff's popping off on March 26th in the Scrapyard.
Hey, I've been keeping up with the page, following the page. And some of those fights, I can't even choose like which one is my favorite. Like, it's some new faces, but a lot of old faces that are coming back. I'm excited to see. And, man, this is the first event where I think you just put it all out there. You know what I'm saying? This is what's going to happen. Is that because of our last event went down? Like, you know?
Yeah, I'm not sure. You know, it's like we had a really low attendance last event. We had some really good fights, but there was just it just wasn't the biggest event. But I actually think that's kind of attributed to more like the weather. I think the warmer it gets, the bigger the events are going to seem to get throughout the summer. And but already I've already got like 15 matchups already made, and it's what, like 2 weeks out still, or 10 days out or something.
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen you actually put it out there like that. But before we start and getting into some of the fights, I want to give a huge shout out to Harden to Fight 1 for putting us on the air, you know, and letting us do our thing, getting us out there. Shout out to Daniel the Wizard for putting it all together in the fashion that he did. Is just, you know what I'm saying, amazing that the shit that he can do. And then shout out to the voice of God on the podcast, Tunde. Yeah, can I get a hello, Tunde? Hello. Oh, God isn't speaking right now. He's not answering prayers right now.
Hello, my child.
Amen. So are we going to tell them some of the fights that we have coming up, or are we going to hold off on that?
Why don't we just tell them all of them? I mean, like, I've already got these already matched up, and spoiler alert. We already know like shit goes sideways anyway. So none of these are set in stone 100% until both people show up on fight day. And even then, sometimes people show up on fight day and they're just like, I don't feel like fighting. So that even happens.
My goodness.
But we all know Jay's always ready to fight, right?
Come on, man. Whether it's an off day, on day, whether I gotta work, whether I haven't ate, whether I drink water or drink alcohol, we can get it in.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, Jay, let's talk here for a second. I got our up and coming, always improving Scorpio versus our door operator, Steelhead, and they're doing a boxing match. This is going to be the heaviest fight in Scrapyard history. We got 325 pounds versus 350 pounds. I hope the cage can handle it.
That's 675 pounds if you don't know math.
Dude. Like, I'm scared because I'm going to be in there filming, and I'm like 195, 190. Like, if I got in between those guys, I don't know. There might not be a Fire Chicken anymore.
The chicken might get fired up on the grill.
Oh, geez. Yeah. Next up, we got a matchup that kind of made itself because we had Kevin from IT who was supposed to fight the Red Goat. The Red Goat's the farmer from Elma, Washington, who made the inspirational build up, ready to fight, and then Kevin sustained an injury. So we had a fighter decide he was going to step up, and That was Solo. It's Solo versus the Red Goat in the
Solo's coming back.
Solo's coming back.
Solo's coming back.
And
shout out to Overtime Hustling.
OTH. Woo, woo, woo.
Let's go.
The first Muay Thai kickboxing match in Scrapyard history. And we're going to see it live on March 26th. There he is.
Yeah. Scraptalk.
Viking in the house.
Hey.
Oh, guys.
You're outnumbered today. You got your shirt off, and we got 3 that got theirs on.
Hey, man, I don't get it, because why are these 2 guys on Colored People time and they don't qualify? Come on, man.
I've been waiting.
Solo's on time and Viking is muted.
Cuzzo's birthday. It's Cal's birthday.
Cuzzo's birthday?
Today, yesterday. Yeah.
Yes, it was Cuzzo's birthday. Shout out,
Hey,
Cuzzo.
big
Happy
shout out to
birthday.
Cuzzo. Happy birthday, man. Thank you for covering the fights. Thank you for all the exposure that you give us. Thank you for making this shit comical, how motherfuckers get laid out, and just the facial expressions of this dude is so funny to me. Like, I've watched this shit like probably 100 times. 100 of your views are from Got 'em. You hear me?
Let's go.
You know how I found them?
How do you find them?
When somebody puts out a video that uses your content on YouTube, it sends you like a notification, and it showed me Overtime Hustling was using our videos for breakdowns. So I always go to the videos and I want to see, like, how are these people breaking down our videos? Like, are they being respectful? And Cuzzo did such a good job, and he was respectful, and he had nice things to say about the fighters. I immediately reached out to them and said, hey, I really like what you're doing. And boom, the rest is history. They went with us to Virginia. Hopefully they make it down to the invasion, but they're one of the biggest supporters of the Scrapyard.
Hold on, you skipped the part. You skipped the part. Because we did find them, but OTH found me too. You know what I'm saying? They just hit me out the blue, and they had me the first Scrapyard fighter on a big cover screen. You know what I'm saying? Had your boy just looking so muscular on the. That was after I knocked out the milkman. You know what I'm saying? And he just liked what I did. So, you know, he had to sprinkle me with some game, and I got on. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the rest is history.
Jay, I was in that magazine too. I mean,
hey, in Golden Hands, right?
No, he was in the next. I think he was in like the one after that.
So that makes me the first.
No, it was me and you, and we shared like a page, like me and you were.
Oh yeah. You're right. So I was the first, and you were the first to have.
I'll take it.
I did, Viking Warrior.
Can't hear you.
Muted.
You're muted. I
can't hear you. The
Terrifying.
Uh-oh. Who's getting called out tonight?
Everybody.
Viking? Can we hear you? We got no mic on Viking.
No mic on Viking?
Keep trying, brother. Keep trying.
Say it with your chest.
I think it's on his end.
He has no chest.
Anyway,
Viking, do you have any a set of Bluetooth headphones or headphones connected to your device? I don't know what he's saying. I know he's talking to us.
Do you know sign language?
I don't. I'm making stuff up. He's gonna figure it out. Viking, Bluetooth.
Okay. So since
there we go.
Okay, hold on. Viking, can you hear me? Go like this or thumbs up. You can hear me. Go out and come back in. Tunde or Daniel saying come out and come back in. Or maybe
in the meantime, shout out to the Terrifier. I really like fighting the dude, and I'm not chasing a rematch, but I do want to wrestle that big motherfucker. Like, just a fucking grappling match. I want to wrestle that motherfucker. Like, that's what I wanted to do.
Terrifying.
Like, when you want to try yourself against somebody that's the best at something. Well, I tried it in fighting and it didn't work out too good, but I still want to. I want that experience that I got, that I was looking for from him. That how good of a wrestler am I? How powerful am I versus his power? Now, we all know that once he gets you on the ground, it's basically over. But if it was just wrestling, I wonder what could happen.
But Jay, there's weight classes for a reason. Your skill might be equal to his skill, but weight when somebody knows how to use it does make a difference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's like saying, like, how would you do against yourself if yourself was 280 pounds, but it was solid, but yourself was solid muscle, and you were fighting yourself? Same skill.
I would whoop my ass.
You would. Well, you would. Which one would whoop which one's ass, though?
I think the results of that is Gotham would win. Period.
Yeah. All right. I got to move on because we're going to get into the title fights on this one, guys.
Okay.
Lights Out won the title by fighting Blacksmith the month before last, but now the interim, the guy that was supposed to get the title shot first, has stepped up and he wants to shot at the belt, and that's Turtle versus Lights Out in boxing.
Awesome.
I thought Turtle had the belt.
No, Lights Out won it from Blacksmith. Turtle hadn't fought for the belt yet.
Hey, well, everybody takes advantage of that opportunity, and regardless of what happens, Lights Out was the champ. You know what I'm saying? And he earned it.
Definitely.
One thing I want to say, Lights Out, though, I don't think anybody should put him down as far as his ability. He's the champion, but people have counted him out before, and he's come out on top. He has an unorthodox style, but he's got cardio for days, and I know Turtle's got more experience, but that doesn't always matter.
You want to know my real opinion? Turtle's about to beat the brakes off that little boy. I'm just saying, can I keep it real with you?
Jay,
Turtle's about to beat the brakes off that little boy. The little boy ain't had a motherfucking real fight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He's been up against ones, 1.5s, maybe 2s. Turtle is a cool.
Let's see.
I'd say 3.74. Yeah, I'm saying.
I'll tune in. Everybody tune in on that one.
And then when Turtle tunes in and gets, it depends on which Turtle we get. You know what I'm saying? Because when Turtle's just playing around, messing around, he's just in there for the rounds. But when he's tuned in and he got hit, Turtle turns
it's
up.
On. Yeah,
Jay,
it's on.
we might get Turtle from the Q-tip fight, and that's a dangerous Turtle.
Right.
But I was being nice, but you know what? As far as Lights Out goes, he needs this fight. He really does, because it's going to show him where he's at and what he needs to improve on.
It's a level up in competition.
It is. And he needs to embrace it and have confidence, because like I said, things can happen. And, maybe it's 99.9% of the time Turtle's going to win the fight, but there's always that 1% chance that he might not. So everyone's got a chance. But
so Solo, if you were to put your money on it, where would it be?
Talking money.
You would bet on black, huh?
Well, you can't go wrong. I mean,
I'm not gonna say nothing until I see it, though. I gotta see this stuff.
Yeah.
True.
It's gonna be. Somebody's got to tune in that day.
No disrespect to Lights Out, though. That dude has won fights where everybody thought he was gonna lose. Like, that's my little guy first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? I try to inspire him. He looks up to me, so I try to inspire him. I try to give him like things to work on and stuff. But Turtle is like, him fighting Turtle is like me fighting Terrifier.
Yeah, that show's badass.
Yeah.
He has nothing to lose. Well, he does have something to lose. He has the belt to lose.
That's right. That'd be seen.
Yep.
That'd be seen.
But he needs to pull a page out of Jay Gotta's book and just do it,
Just do it like Nike said.
Just do it.
Your side.
Whoosh.
Your side.
All right. Next one. Scotty Showtime versus Dre. Viking is vacating his 170-pound title in order to let these guys fight it out for the 170-pound and MMA title. You know what? How about we bring on our second guest so that we can discuss these further in detail? And I introduce to you OG Scrapyard fighter Gash.
Yeah.
Welcome to the chat, Gash. We're talking matchups.
We're
Matchups.
scrap talking.
We're
Which
scrap
matchup
talking.
are we talking about right now?
So we are discussing Scotty Showtime versus Dre, no doctor, in the MMA 170-pound title fight that Viking Warrior has generously vacated.
Yeah, this is a total toss-up. Both of those guys are like kind of crazy in the ring, very fast, good cardio, and not quitters. So that's a good matchup right there.
Viking, what's up?
Hey, he's back again. Now, who do you favor in style? Whose style do you like better? Gash or Scotty Showtime or Dre No Doctor?
Me, probably Scotty, because I like the craziness of the slams.
Sure.
Dre No Doctor, of course. All of his fights are pretty exciting, but
Yeah.
he's more level-headed about it. So,
Right.
so I have a slight personal preference. Both guys are pretty fan-friendly, though.
Yeah. Did you guys see when fucking Scotty Showtime and Too Explosive fought? Now, Too Explosive is a well-known wrestler.
Yeah,
And
legit
Scotty
skills.
Showtime picked him up, put him on his shoulder, and WWF this dude. Yeah, man, he pointed to the camera like, "Hey, I'm about to slam this dude," and boom, man. I was like, "There's
Yeah,
like,
that's really impressive to do
showmanship.
against Too
I would say
Explosive.
showmanship. Scotty is the best showman in Scrapyard.
Well, Solo's close.
So yeah, so I forgot about the legend of Solo.
How could you forget? Jay got him.
Hey,
Man.
because you were right
Go
there, you
shot,
didn't
go
say
shot.
nothing. Hey, my favorite Solo moment was when he was in his corner and he looked up at the camera so seductively, like, yeah, I love it. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then he went back to fight, and that's when I knew he just loves fucking fighting. Yeah, it doesn't matter win, lose, getting your ass whooping ass. This dude loves fighting. Not too many people can break their focus and just smile at the camera like, "What's up?"
Right.
And then get back to fighting again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So TC Thomas Casper says 45-pound difference between Dre and did he say Scotty and Dre or Dre and Too Explosive? Anyway, Dre needs to be 160 pounds for his title fight because it's 155-pound. Or no, sorry, I got that wrong, bro.
180.
I meant he needs to be 175 because it's a 170-pound title. So he needs to be 175 pounds. Scotty will be there. He'll be right around that.
I thought it was 175.
No,
pound title.
It's a 170-pound title because I use the same titles as UFC. So it's 155, 170, 185, 205. So he needs to be 175. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Terrifier says that me and him are the most brutal fighters, but I think I lost my killer instinct when I stopped trying to hurt people. Like, Streetbeefs saved me, like, saved a lot of people on the streets. Like, I could have went on a rampage for real in the streets and went ape shit like King Kong in this bitch. But I went to Scrapyard and I was literally trying to hurt people. So thank you, Steve, for giving me the people to hurt. And sorry if you got hurt. You know what I'm saying? But now it's more like of a art to me. It's like painting a picture for the internet. You know, I'm not really out here trying to hurt people. So I kind of lost my killer instinct, but that's why we got guys like the Terrifier who renew that feeling of somebody's about to get hurt.
Someone's gonna get hurt.
But you know, on the flip side of that is you get more experienced, you get more calm, you can make better decisions during your fight, instead of being kind of more pumped up with adrenaline and just going off of that. You do become a better fighter by getting more experienced, and you have definitely become a lot better fighter.
What do you think, Gash? What do you think? Is it more important to have like experience or that killer instinct?
Experience, 100%. Like you love to see a killer instinct, but I think that's more of a flourish for a fighter's talents. When someone has experience that can win a fight on points. If someone has a good killer instinct plus experience, then they can beat really high level people. If someone just has killer instinct, maybe they're really fun to watch, but they're not a high level fighter.
So how have you coped with trying to balance the two?
Coped with balancing killer instinct and experience?
Yeah.
For me, I think it's really experience is helping build killer instinct. Understanding where my opponent's getting damaged is something that I've learned through experience. Like honestly, before like my first win against Illuminate, like I hit him with leg kicks, and like I had to like remind myself, okay, his leg's probably compromised.
So
before I went in,
and that's the one thing.
Attack.
That's one thing that I don't want to say don't like, but I hate that shit. Yeah, I'm saying like, okay, Thomas does it, Viking Warrior does it to me in practice, and I'm sure when you're practicing with your sparring partners and trying to give them the best look that you can give them, you keep going. You keep going. Even if I'm kind of defenseless and I got run, I expect my partner to keep going because that's what my opponent is going to do, is keep going. But
yeah,
then,
it's no joke. I mean, like, nobody's going to take it easy on you. I mean,
right. But then you'll have a fight, and I can say this, I can't say this for you because I've watched your fights like live in person, and I can say this about Viking because he's fucking whooped my ass in practice, and then he'll get on the fuck in the ring and not whoop this motherfucker ass like he be whooping me in practice. Like, well, you better hit him like you be hitting me. Like, that's not fair. Like, bro, we practice for this moment. You know what I'm saying?
He beats
like,
you up more than he beats his opponents up?
Yeah, like, he'll take it easy on them if he knows that they're compromised. So when you see Illuminate the States, when you see on them if he knows that they're when you were fighting Illuminate the State and you seen that his leg was compromised, did that stop you from like your killer instinct?
I wanted to get the first round finish. That was the number one thing I wanted. So I was really happy because I was like, okay, like I can just relax now. I can just like kick the leg really hard and I'm just gonna win.
Right.
Overtime Hustling asked, who has been Gash's toughest opponent? Either Samaritan or Buddy V. Samaritan was a harder fight, but I think Buddy V, Buddy V hits really hard and give it in the skill gap, and just how the skill set smashed up. I think Buddy V put me in the most danger.
Okay, so if you've been paying attention to the channel, who do you think is coming up in your weight class, and who do you think would be a good fight for you if you were to come back in July?
That's really something for Steve to figure out. Like I'll just let him know ahead of time. So I don't know. Seems like a few more kickboxers have been joining the Scrapyard, so that's nice.
Gash, I think that you said you've gone up in weight a little bit.
I've been putting weight on.
I think that Yupon would be a really good one, or the Boar.
Yeah, I've seen those fights. I would probably agree to matches with both those guys.
Also maybe Dad would be a good
Yes.
one too.
Yeah, I would probably agree to fight with DAD as well.
No fear.
Y'all hear me?
That's
but-
Gash.
Well, I mean,
That's Gash, ladies and gentlemen.
Can y'all hear me?
So
Oh, we
Yeah.
can hear you now.
You can hear me?
Vikings. Viking.
We have a voice.
Vikings in the house.
We have a
Yeah.
voice. I
Been
thought he was
sitting
a
here like,
mime.
damn, I want to speak.
Hey, I seen him over there like.
Yeah.
Hey,
What's your thoughts?
so, Viking, I'm fighting. So I'm gonna bring this up because I'm fighting next month. I'm gonna be fighting in April. I had a guy reach out, wanted a rematch against you, but I understand, not wanting to give rematches, totally fine. But I was like, dude, if you fight me and beat me, I'll make him give you a rematch. Like, I'll talk to him about it anyway. And so I'm actually gonna be fighting Black Panther next month, boxing. And if he beats me, then he'll earn a title shot again against Viking Warrior.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but he's got to beat me.
He got to beat you. Yes, he does.
He got to beat me.
You better do your job, Steve.
Hey, you already know.
Yeah.
We're going over. So
Who's gonna corner you?
Yeah.
Who's gonna corner me?
I'll corner you.
You corner Viking? Yes,
normally.
because you worked with me. You went to Virginia with me.
Yeah.
You kind of know me more because you boxed me. Jay's boxed. Actually, I think pretty much all of you boxed me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, got to get that work in before next month. Though I want to get out to. I'd like to get out to.
Yeah, you need to spar with some of us taller fighters, Steve.
Yeah. He's
Crazy
not,
ass fight.
He's like what?
Fight
6?
people that swing crazy.
He's my height,
locals.
Steve.
Is he?
He's my height, Steve.
Really?
Yeah, he's my height. I looked that man eye to eye. He's my height.
Okay.
He's Viking Warrior's height.
Okay. So I
know
know
what
what I know what I must do
He's
now.
the Terrifier's height.
Oh, don't now I got it. Now I got
He's
that.
the Terrifier's height. When we getting together?
Dude,
Huh? We gonna go rounds on Steve.
let's do man. Let's do some rounds after the event this month.
Oh, Turtle said he's his height too.
He's his height too.
Anybody that want to volunteer to be Black Panther's height, come spar with Steve. We're gonna give him 13 rounds of hell.
Hell yeah.
Oh, I need it.
At the Scrapyard.
Oh man, I need it.
Solo,
Hey, really
you
quick.
with it too, Solo?
We got to talk about this one though, because we got.
You gonna get down with it?
I got a few title fights this month. Talked about Scotty and Dre, but now we got to talk about the Panda Man versus 2 Explosive.
yes,
MMA title fight, 155.
the best match on the cards.
Oh, that is a good one.
I got 2 Explosive all day, but at the end of the day, I already know Panda Man's gonna come bring the fire.
I haven't seen Panda Man on the ground, but judging from the shape of his ears, I would say that he probably knows what he's doing on the ground. It's going to be hard to argue with 2 Explosives wrestling, though.
Yeah, but hey, I'm not really gonna say too much. All I'm gonna say is that it's gonna be a good fight.
It's gonna be a good fight.
He need to watch out for the kicks, and the hands don't really too much worry about, but definitely if it goes to the ground, gotta watch out for submissions.
Yeah, so Panda Man ultimately did not win the decision against Jabberwocky, but Jabberwocky is like a top tier opponent.
Yeah.
And Panda Man dropped him.
Yeah.
2 Explosives are dropping people too. I know we talk about wrestling in this fight. Well, let's talk about striking too, because they were both dropping guys.
Yeah.
I think 2 Explosive got better striking if you really, let it go. But, when it comes down to it, just got to watch the fight, man. I'm excited to see the fight.
I saw that head kick that Panda Man landed on Jabberwocky, but to be
It
fair,
was a catch and release.
it was
He
a catch
he
and
caught the
release.
foot and then threw at the same time.
True. It was pretty close. Whatever.
No, it was really good. Like I thought it was strategic. It was perfect catch and release, and he threw the kick right when he released. You know, it was perfect.
Yeah.
That's why he caught him. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't catch him with anything less. You know.
Yeah.
Meek, I've been training with Meek for like 10 years now. You know, I'll give you a little story about Meek. You know what I'm saying? Jabberwocky. About 10 years ago, I hurt my knee. I got to get this knee surgery, so I was out of commission, wasn't training or nothing for like probably a year, and then I ran into Meek. We known each other from church and stuff, you know, but we didn't really talk too much. But then I ran into him, and I was getting back into training. He was training at Sarab's gym in Lacey out of his garage. And he was like, "Hey, bro, you want to train tonight? I'm going over there." I was like, "Yeah." I went over there. We ended up sparring, and we did close sparring, like standing Muay Thai, you know, right there. And man, I left that bitch with 2 black eyes, man. And his ass was telling everybody, the talker of the town, "Oh, I beat T up," you know. Hey, so when I got my own gym, he came in, and I had to return the favor. I had to leave him. You know what I'm saying? With a little whooping. And then, you know, we didn't talk for a while, but then we found each other in TFW and shit. And then we just, you know, linking up, training hard. And I give the man props, man. He definitely, just like
Yeah,
all
he's
of us, you
definitely
know,
about
we
that
go through our
lifestyle.
trials and tribulations.
You
Yeah.
know,
Working hard, trying to get better.
I got a chance to box him it was kind of a hard spar match. It was after an event. TC was out, but Meek and I went, dude, we went like 3 rounds of boxing. And it was pretty good. Like I don't think I have all the rounds on tape, but I got a couple of them. But yeah, I thought he was like, before I boxed him, I thought he was like a newer fighter. Like he didn't really have a lot of experience, and then he got in there. I was like, okay, this guy really knows what he's doing.
That's another dude that be going hard in practice, and then when he go on his fight, he don't be going hard. I'm like, man, you got on me harder than you got on that. Yeah, I'm saying, like, you better do what you was doing to me in practice. I feel cheated.
Yeah, but I feel that too. Like sometimes you know your sparring partners better than you know your opponent, so you're more willing to take certain risks. But
yeah,
you know, somebody new, like, I mean, for instance, when I fought A-Train, like I was being really cautious about how I boxed him, and I didn't want to leave myself too open. So I wasn't being like I was normally, you know?
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah, when you have a good
Be on
bond
stage.
with your training partners, you're taking risks, you're accepting the fact that you're going to get hit. But in a real fight, if someone's you gotta be a lot more wary of those power shots.
Right.
Go for the kill.
Okay.
Fuck that. Hell no. You know what I'm saying? No. Yeah, like with me, I'm like, I go into a fight trusting in my training. So I'm like, I've sparred with Viking Warrior. I've sparred with Jabberwocky. I've sparred with Crazy Legs. I'm not afraid of this dude. Like, who is he?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, at
That's
the end
right.
of the day, like, take a look at my Streetbeefs record. Like, I fought these dudes. Like, okay, you know what I'm saying? You're
different.
You're the new one. And you got
your confidence shows up in your fights, Jay. Like your confidence is so great in your fights.
It's and not even like that. Like win or lose, I'm gonna try what I want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like what I want to try, I'm gonna try it. You know what I'm saying? Like fuck it.
Yeah, you probably have like the most different finishes of anyone. Like you've got like choke outs, you've got
knockouts,
you got
decisions.
You've got like everything.
Everything.
You've got such a huge array of finishes. I think that's really cool.
Oh, you didn't knock nobody out of head kick yet, though. No head kicks.
He tried. Jay, I gotta ask you.
That was a
fight with Preacher's son. The fight with Preacher's son When you went up in there, were you going for a flying knee there, or was that a flying knee attempt?
I was going
With your
for it,
son?
but I didn't train for that fight. That was the fight after I need Milkman, and my knee was hurt, so I wasn't even planning on fighting. But Steve came to me and said, like, we got this dude, he's pretty good, you know what I'm saying? Nobody else wants to fight him. I'm like, man, fuck it,
I
I'll
was not
fight
sure
him.
what you're going for.
That's
You're
real.
like up in there, you're right there. That knee is like a flying knee there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I tried it. It was a
there.
switch knee. And no bullshit, I've landed that in a street fight, and Viking Warrior was there. Dude was in the army or whatever.
Viking Warrior, is that true?
Gold.
Hell yeah.
Hey,
That shit
in
was
my
hella
hat,
funny.
I was wearing his
And he
hat,
caught the hat.
and I caught the hat,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I
Where's the
caught the
camera
hat.
on that center? Damn.
Yeah. So that's where that move came from. That was a real life move.
I
All
thought
right.
that's what you're going for.
Last one I'm gonna bring up. This is a title fight also. All those last three have been title fights. But Brickhouse versus Morningstar, kickboxing heavyweight title fight. We got Brickhouse back. He took a little hiatus. He's back and he's gonna fight Brickhouse. So this
Oh
is
yeah, Brickhouse gonna whoop his ass. Morningstar going down.
Brickhouse got him.
Let me
Yeah,
fight
we gonna be
Brickhouse.
just- Hey, honestly, man, you
I'll
know,
take on anybody.
Brickhouse versus Morningstar is gonna be a good fight, but
Damn
I
good
feel
fight.
like he's gonna edge it out. If he throws more jabs, he's gonna edge it out because you know he just like Morningstar, just like
No.
Samaritan. They just looking for the way out.
You know what? You know what? You know what?
Looking for the way out.
Brickhouse, if you're watching, this is your fight to show all of your moves.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Because certain people think that they're ready, but they're not really ready. And Morningstar, this is your time to show that you got what it takes to show up. Let's get that out there. Show up. You know what I'm saying? Just keep on training and show up. That's it.
Listen, I'm gonna make a public service announcement, okay?
Mm-hmm.
If you say you're a fighter, right? When it comes down to it, you should be prepared to fight whoever, you know what I'm saying? And if you got injury or something, then we understand that. If something comes up with life, we understand that, right? But if you just don't come or you don't show up because you just don't want to fight or you scared to fight, we don't respect that, because at the end of the day, you know, we all gonna fight. Even if we scared to fight, we gonna fight.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And that's just part of being fighting. The only way we don't fight is if we're injured or we know it's compromising with something that's going on with our lives. You know what I mean?
Up or shut up.
Don't be afraid to lose.
Say it again, fellow.
Glove up or shut up. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my
Steve,
God.
what said about Bamson?
Bamson is
that man, I've known him for years. I've known him for years. In this corner, Sandra, I know.
Is that who you're fighting? Is that who you're fighting, Solo?
Not me, no.
Oh, who's fighting him?
Illuminate the State this month.
Illuminate the State. That was Bamson is actually the guy whose son had died, and he used to watch me play basketball, and he said he was going to take his son up to Streetbeefs to watch one of my fights. So that was a story that I had told on my page or whatever. That's actually the guy whose son it was. So shout out to Bamson and rest in peace to his son.
His brother too.
And he's fighting. He's fighting.
I know him.
And he's
I know
fighting.
him.
The dad
I know him because his brother was my best friend.
I don't know.
That's how
I don't know if the viewers out there follow my page. I told this story about I wasn't tripping about getting whooped by the Terrifier. And at the end of the story, I told the story about how this guy had came up to me, you know what I'm saying, and said his son had died in a car accident. But the one thing he really wanted to do was come watch Jay Gotham Streetbeefs fight. And so he was up there at our last event for his first event. And he was fulfilling his promise to his son that he was going to come watch a Jay Gotham fight. And he had told me, yeah, you're everything that he said you were. I'm glad you're around the apartments so he could see, you know, and idolize you or whatever. And it just felt hella good, you know what I'm saying? And I guess it ended up being Bam's son. So shout out to Bam's son on his next fight.
And his brother Sam passed away in a car wreck as well recently. His brother Sam was my best friend for a long time. That's how I know him. He's been in my house before, back when I lived in Cushman. They're both great guys. His brother Sam's a great man. Rest in peace. And Sandra's corner. I love y'all. Yeah, I can't say enough good things about you. Bamson all the way.
All the way.
Yep. And shout out Illuminate the State, big supporter of the Scrapyard. I hope you've been training for this, bro. I think this is going to be a great fight.
Good matchup.
Yeah, great matchup.
I want to see Illuminate the State train. Illuminate the State, if you're watching, drop that training video, baby.
For real.
Drop the training video.
Have the Rocky soundtrack in the background, like it's on now. I want to see that shit.
The group chat, it seems like Illuminate's really moving in the right direction. He has a coach who seems to be invested in him actually getting fights. So if he just puts it in, like puts the effort in, he's gonna get it out. You know, he gets out what he puts in. So it seems that's where he's going with his training. I'm excited to hear that he has a coach that seems so invested in him.
Anybody enters Hexagon though, it's a star right there. You know, there's some guts. Get in there. So
a lot of people don't even step into the ring. So shout out to him for even getting in there.
Yeah. Right. So we've gone through pretty much the matches that I want to go through, but if you guys want to know the rest of them, I'll probably cover them on a chat this weekend or something on Kicking It with Chicken. But we got to get into our guests because like we've had them on here and we've been going over the fights, but we haven't like really talked to our guests, you know. So where should we start here? Gash, you're the longest time member of the Scrapyard as far as our guests go. Tell us about your first experiences with the Scrapyard, how you found us, what you thought of the whole place, and all that.
And why Gash?
So to the end, the Scrapyard, I had seen on the Facebook group that Steve was hosted an event in Gig Harbor. So I was pretty ecstatic. I wanted to go to the event in July, which is the very first, but instead I made it to the event in August because in July I still had a broken ankle, but I had recovered enough to have a fight in August. So I got matched up with some random guy, and I was thinking to myself that, like, well, I've been going to a Muay Thai gym for a few months, so I should like be using my knees and my elbows. So it needs to be an MMA match, which was obviously a mistake because I matched with Gumby, who's just a wrestler. So I got taken down and submitted. But I thought it was an okay experience. I mean, I had fun, I guess. There's some good fights at that event, and I made a lot of friends.
Gosh, that was awesome. That was an awesome event.
Yeah,
your footage is amazing. It speaks for itself. You guys did war.
The reason why Gumby shot in for that takedown was because you cracked him. And he didn't like getting hit.
Yeah, you see that on the highlight.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm pretty critical of that performance.
I like that.
Even but I mean, like, yeah, I guess I did get a good shot off, I guess.
And then your fight against Samaritan, that was a really good fight. I like that fight. That was back and forth. He thought he
that was a good back and forth.
Yeah, because he thought it was gonna be a walk in the park, like he was gonna make you quit, and then your ass just turned it up on him, and he was like, "Oh shit."
Yeah, well, it was good. I was struggling a lot because he was taller and longer than I was, and I felt a little bit undersized even, but it was a good fight, I guess. I think it's getting a good number of views, so I'm happy about that.
Would you say that fight with Samaritan was your toughest match?
Sort of. It's like, I mean, like Tiger Dragon actually finished me, so that's obviously something to notice. But that was kind of like a weird fight. Buddy V was really tough. Samaritan maybe is the tougher match. Buddy V, I think I was in more danger though because he hits a lot harder. Like Samaritan, I didn't really feel like injured. I just felt like, oh damn, I'm really getting outpointed a lot here. I'm taking like a lot of like punches to my forehead.
I'm gonna ask you a real question, Gash. Have you ever felt somebody pulling back because you're a girl?
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. I don't think so. I think if they do, it's a mistake because they get more hurt if they were. I don't think so.
I've sparred with you a few times, and I'll tell you what, like the boxing, okay, yeah, you know, like I got more experience in boxing, but when I did kickboxing with you, those kicks have some serious power behind them, and I seriously would not want to get kicked over and over again by your leg kicks.
Yeah, I just need to like build. I need to build off of the leg kick mostly. Like because leg kicks are great threats, but you can use a leg kick to start landing teeps or punches even if you use hip feints or sweep your foot across or do like a foot drag or something, or you can use it to set up a switch kick or something. So just need more experience to diversify the strikes. Yusway in the comments asks, Gash, what is your weight right now? Right now, I'm hovering around about 175. For context, when I fought Gumby, I was about 150. So that's about like 25-ish pounds in 1.5 years.
Okay. Now I got the question that so many people want an answer to, Gash. When is Gash coming back to the scrapyard?
Yeah.
I can only say hopefully this summer, before fall term begins.
Hell yeah.
Hopefully.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
In Seattle or Washington.
Yes. That's good news. We miss having you around. You've been a big part of the scrapyard.
Yeah, I mean, I miss it too, but I have to work on my own life as well.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm still training hard. For the past like 3 weeks, I've been a little bit injured, so a little less of a schedule. But normally I'm like doing like Mondays to Thursdays, like 2 to 4 hours a day in the gym.
Where do you train at, Gash?
I don't want to list too much personal information, but the gym I go to does Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu. So I started cross training with Jiu-Jitsu as well. I do mostly gi Jiu-Jitsu right now. And we do kind of more takedown heavy kind of training in Jiu-Jitsu on Wednesdays and Thursdays. So a lot of wrestling work and standing on the ground, standing on your feet, pummeling. So very exhausting. The wrestling stuff is way more exhausting than anything else, and because it's not just affecting your cardio. I mean, like you like are straining a lot of your muscles doing it.
Right.
And in striking sports, you can in like pure striking. Of course, strength is important, but it's not quite as obvious. Like you can spar, you can like box someone for like do boxing sparring rounds for an hour.
Yeah.
And your muscles are not going to be too sore, maybe your calves or something, but you're going to be exhausted. And then like wrestling, it's like everything hurts.
Well, with grappling, I've got a pretty fair amount of experience. I've been doing it since roughly 2004. It's more of an isometric workout. It's a completely different strain on your muscles than striking is. Striking is more of a fast twitch, whereas like a lot of bulkier built people can benefit more from grappling. The flip side to that is that you can get gas pretty fast too if you're solid muscle and you're on the ground. So it's like, how do you build that optimal build for both different types of fighting?
Basically, like when it comes to that sort of thing, I just think, like, in general, I just need to be like physically stronger, but especially grappling, like the kind of training regimen we do, like the wrestling drills, definitely, like, even without dedicating strength and conditioning, are really really making me put on some weight.
I had a thought and then it went away. Damn it, that happens a lot.
Traveling coach.
Question. What about you, Solo? What about you, Solo?
What about me, brother?
What were your toughest matches?
I have to say, Scorpio, he did break my rib.
What, really? Your rib was broken?
Yeah, he's fractured my rib. Teeth, good teeth at the end of the fight. Yeah, he got my teeth. I did a cup check by accident. I cracked him in the nuts really hard. Sorry, but
hey, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes.
He came right back to me. I was like, I felt bad for saying it. I hesitated, and the hesitation leaded to me to get a teep right in the chest, and that teep fractured my rib. It got me good too. So I've been.
That was the greatest groin strike in all of Streetbeefs history. So
the nut shot. It was hardcore. I got the goal there, I believe.
It didn't look accidental.
It was definitely accidental. I was going for a sign. I was like, no. I
had to put that in slow motion. You understand? I had to put that in slow motion.
Yeah. So I got a broken rib from that fight. From before that, with Kevin from IT, I got a fractured humerus. That's from the wall, though, the hexagon. I hit the hexagon, and I had my shoulder extended up, hyperextended, ended up fracturing my humerus up here.
Wow.
But I say El Perro, his right hand. Oh my God!
Hey,
he loads of
know
to his punch.
It's
hard.
Me and him were sparring one time, and I was doing something stupid. I did a Superman punch to him, and he did an overhand right to me.
Right.
And it freaking, like, instantly, like, my sinus was all messed up. My eye turned black. I had a black eye for like a week, maybe longer. I couldn't hold my nose and blow because it would, like, hurt my sinuses. And then it also made my tooth go numb. That took a while to heal. Like, I was I thought my tooth was gonna, like, fall out because I didn't go see a dentist, but I was concerned. Like, I started looking it up online and stuff. Like, I might have a dead nerve in my tooth, and I might have to have that removed and get a gold tooth.
Right.
But
El Perro's right's the hardest punch I've encountered so far.
I have that punch on video. I call it the anti-Superman punch.
The
kryptonite.
Yeah.
What it was.
I like that.
Yeah. So, what got you into fighting, Solo?
Years of it. I got a long story about my life story, but it's been pretty hardcore in my life.
Take us all.
I want to protect the little Bens out there that had, a single mother, no dad, and I've been kidnapped twice. I've been beat up, and I've been hurt, and I've had a pretty hard life. But no one was knowing. So I was kidnapped for 7 days. I was saying fast. 7 days in a car by a gentleman. And so I looked at him, he punched me. So no one helped me. My mom sent nobody after me. No one came to look for me. No one came to get me. No one came to help me. I made myself a fighter to protect the little Bens out there. cannot defend themselves. I'm who I am to defend people out there cannot defend themselves. Someone's hurt a little boy or a little girl or anyone. Someone's hurt no kids or any mothers, single mothers or anybody like that. I will step up and help protect little Bens out there and the mothers and anybody. If they need help, I will help them. And I will yell, yeah! It's all done. Right?
That's the superhero Solo. That's Solo, man.
So, Solo, I met you at a party. And
yes, you did, sir.
When I met you at a party, we were talking about fighting. And you were like, hey, check this out. And you like almost kicked me in the head. And I was like, this guy doesn't look like a fighter, but he just like almost kicked me in the head. And you told me a story about how you got so flexible. Tell us about that.
Okay. So I was in a gym in Tacoma for years. I trained as Muay Thai was my style that I was trained in. And there was a professional pay-per-view fighter that come in, the champ of the club. I don't remember his name. He was a champ. We call him champ. The big Samoan mother. And he come in every Friday night. Oh, for 3 months I was not in the ring, but after 3 months, he's like, I want you. Get in here. So every Friday night, I come in the ring, get in the ring with this pay-per-view fighter, and he just beat the crap out of me. Bloody nose, busted up mouth, black eyes, and I was back every Friday. Here I am, back again. Try again. And now I just kept coming at him. I never won, but I kept trying. And I learned that way. But I get my ass beat hardcore. Yeah. But the guy gets dropped by this guy at Beanpole, Muay Thai fighter in there. That's why I switched over. Because this guy's so skinny. I mean, his ankle, I mean, it's like nothing. It was nothing. He gets in there. He's like 6'3", 6'4". He jumps up in the air. First move. And knee to the chest. Drops the champ on his face. And this guy lands on his feet, turns around, walks out of the ring, doesn't look back. And I'm like, that's the guy. That's the guy right there. The Muay Thai guy. He's dropped the champ. I've been fighting for the last 4 years. I've got one thing on the guy. The Muay Thai guy drops with one knee and doesn't look back. And the champ grabs his chest and he falls on his face. And I'm like, that's the guy right there. That's the guy. So I train Muay Thai, but I'm not any good at it. I'm not very good at it. I was trained that way, though. So, yeah. You see a lot of people spinning around circles in my fights. When you spin,
you're highly trained to get your ass whooped and it not phase you, bro. Like, you taking whoopings and not blink. I'm like, God damn. Like, we've never seen a Solo knockout. We've never seen a Solo tap out, I don't think. That's crazy.
Hey,
You're highly skilled and professional.
When people build the perfect fighter, they pick Solo's chin as the perfect fighter's chin.
Yeah. I can say I love all the people on this show right now. All y'all. I look up to all y'all. I respect each and every one of you. Like Warrior, to Gotham, Gash, Steve, or Fire Chicken. I look up to you guys so much. This is an honor to be on the show with y'all.
Likewise, bro. It's all love.
Thank you.
It's all love.
It's all love, baby.
Thank you, guys.
Let's Gash, let's hear a little bit about like maybe your past with martial arts before you got involved in Streetbeefs.
Hey guys, how did you find the Scrapyard?
Just online, because Steve had made a Facebook group that was not even meant for Streetbeefs Scrapyard. It was just like I don't even remember what it was called, but it was just some other fighting group like on Facebook. And then he said, and then he was just posting it that he was going to he was making a ring, and that he was making, because before we had the cage, we had the ring, of course. And then he was like,
OG right there.
Yeah,
I took it down.
Yeah, I mean, like rolling around in the mud in that thing, which like some scrapyard fighters will never have the privilege of being coated in Steve's mud.
You guys fought on that. I didn't get to fight on that. I'm the only one.
Well, my first fight was in that, and I took it down by accident. I'm sorry, Steve.
Solo broke the ring. He broke the ring.
Yeah, Wolf and me. I ended up taking it down.
Hey, we got a cage because of Solo.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to break your arena, but now it's so much better. It's so much better. Improved.
It is. So did you have a history with martial arts, Gash? I mean,
I did karate when I was a kid, but not really. Like when I was in grade school and middle school, I did karate. I did Goju-Ryu karate, but we didn't do anything like sparring. So it was just conditioning and katas. So I thought that was fine, but it's not good for me.
You actually have a picture of that on your Instagram. I remember.
Yeah. That was when I got my yellow belt. That went to a kata tournament, and then my sensei was like, "You performed your kata well," and then awarded me my yellow belt. So that was my yellow belt test.
So, Gash, what was it inside of you that made you know I'm ready? I'm ready to get in there and I'm ready to go fight. I'm ready to get in. I'm ready to go.
Before we get into that, Stompy asked the question, how'd you get the name Gash?
It's a funny name because it's a double entendre. So I just think it's funny. So that's why it's just funny. But wait, where were we? We were talking about. So what made me decide that I was ready to fight? I don't know. I just maybe like overestimated myself. I was just like, I mean, like, how hard could it be to knock someone out? Like, I'll just like walk in there and then punch on them really hard, and then they'll like.
Yeah.
Well, it's like pretty hard to knock somebody out. Like, I mean,
yeah.
But like in the first fight, I was like cocky. My first fight, I was cocky. I was like, I felt almost guilty because I was like standing across the ring from Gumby, and I was like I felt almost guilty because I was like, well, shouldn't I be nervous right now? But no, I just wanted to knock him out, and I thought I could, but it was harder. It's harder to knock someone out.
Right. Have you ever knocked anybody out?
I've like hurt people on accident. I don't think I've like concussed anyone. But with like a training partners or something, I actually sometimes like kick or knee them too hard and they go down. But like, I mean, that's not like the goal when you're sparring. I've like got the finish against Illuminate in the Scrapyard, of course. Concuss someone, I don't know.
I'm talking about out cold, like.
No, I want to though. I think I'm just fighting until I get like a proper like KO out cold.
Yeah.
Yes. Was that technique in the eliminate the state fight? Was that designed like after the rip kick? What's his name? Duke Rufus. Rick Rufus, did you see that fight, Muay Thai fight? American versus Thai.
I don't know much about Duke Rufus, but like I know that he.
Rick Rufus. Rick Rufus.
Yeah,
it was a fight between two Thai versus American.
I know you.
And he picked one spot and just kept going.
Yeah, I mean, it's just such a good technique.
Great technique.
It's a little bit limited though. I think I need. Because what I really like to do is I like to knee the body really hard off of and because with knees, like, you can just like really damage someone's ribs. Like last month, I accidentally bruised one of my training partner's ribs with a knee, and I was really surprised because it just felt like I was like just throwing it in the air. I didn't realize that it hit him so hard, but he had a bruised rib and couldn't come in for a while. So that was like kind of like so that made me feel bad, of course. But it does give me a little bit more confidence because it's like, okay, I need to be landing these knees to the body really. Like, I can land a knee standing.
I'm happy to hear there's no foot stomps allowed anymore.
What about you, Solo? You ever knock anybody out?
No, I don't believe I have. But the foot stomp thing, I'm glad you got rid of foot stomps because I've been training foot stomps, and like Gash was saying, I don't want to permanently damage no fighter, you know? I just want to have fun and entertain, but permanent damage is not something I'm going for. And the foot stomps, I've taken my opponents aside each fight I've been in so far, except for Wolf. I've said, hey, let's agree to no foot stomps. I'm training foot stomps. That's like where the best at. I get my heel in that bitch, and I land my heel so hard down top of the foot, I just fracture a foot in a second. Cripple person.
Terrifier used foot stomp to get
real, I hate
I can do them great. I'm great at them, but I don't want to permanent damage a fighter. You know. I'm not
What
doing
about
nobody.
you? What about you, Fire Chicken? You ever knock anybody out?
Like out cold?
Out cold.
Thank you. I mean, like my fights in Virginia, those were TKOs. One, yeah.
I'm talking about in the ring or on the streets, out cold.
Okay, I have on the street.
No, I guess I haven't.
What about you,
I have on the street.
Yeah, twice MMA, twice MMA, twice in boxing, and then like probably like 10 times in the streets.
Yeah, streets.
10 times.
I just got 5 people at once in a show. And
I knocked out Solo. I knocked Solo out of his shoe one time.
Out of my shoe. You got me out of my shoe.
I got video of it too.
That was golden.
I got him out and trained with him.
5 people once.
Before we even we were just starting the Scrapyard, we went out to a park and trained, and we did some boxing and stuff. I got all that old footage still.
Knocked out my shoe. Straight out of my shoe. I was out of there. I was at a show once in Seattle, and I got tangled up in a little mess in the commissary area of the food vendor, and 4 people surrounded me, started fighting me. Well, ended up I set my drink down, came back up with an uppercut, and then I took out 4 people and knocked them all out cold. There's 3 guys and a girl. I didn't know I was hitting everybody as fast as I could, you know. I didn't know I was hitting, but I ended up knocking them all out. And I'm
bodies everywhere.
Screw y'all, I'm going to see the show. And I walked away. That's them all cold.
Yeah.
I have choked somebody out before, out cold.
Yeah.
But
that counts.
That
counts. That does count.
That counts. Go to sleep, Jody.
Yep. It was a street fight. It was on my wedding night. I had some people over.
Wedding night?
On my wedding night, no shit. Like
I had suitor. I
had people over, right? And I housed people. Like I said, hey, you guys, you come over. We still got this keg. We can all drink. It was like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I come out. I'm like, all right, everybody, we got to go to sleep. And this dude was like, I ain't fucking going to sleep. He's running around without his pants on, running through the woods, running in my kids' room.
Got his wang out.
Dude, we made a bed for him and everything. He's outside messing with people's cars. I go out there. Shit goes down. He throws a punch at me. I head and arm him. I put him on his side. I climb into a mount really quick. Oh, dude, no. That wasn't a fucking choke out. I hit him 3 times in the side, and I knocked his ass out.
Oh, man.
Oh,
I was going to ask you to make sure it wasn't Mandy Bear's dad. Wedding night, no. Wedding night, no.
He was like doing that snoring thing, too. Where he was
crazy. Yeah.
But
how was he out for, Steve?
How hard is it to avoid fighting random people? I mean, I've never been in a single situation where I've had to fight a random person.
It was
block or privilege.
Those are the best fights.
Believe me.
Those are the best
nobody is ever nobody's
I'll
ever
never forget. I got a
threatened to me or attacked me.
Oh man, we've got
to 5 people
me
each.
and Viking have got attacked by like 10 people before and had to fight our way out.
I got this one story. We was at this firehouse party, right?
When you busted your nose.
These cokehead white dudes, man, they was all coked out. It was like 5, 6 of them.
They pulled knives on us.
And it was 4 of us. It was like 5, 6 of them. It was 4 of us, right? And these dudes pulled out knives and shit. And then Jay just
they were chefs though. Like they were doing shit with the knives. Like
yes, they was trying to play. Then Jay dropped one dude. The other dude tried to grab me. We end up outside. We start fighting.
Fighting the whole party.
And I'm hitting him all of a sudden. I push up to try to, to hit him with the big shot, and he hit me with a shot off my nose, broke my fucking nose, right? So I put my
Police
nose
got
back
called.
into his chest. I had to
Where
put my
this
nose
is
back
in
into his
Tacoma or
chest,
something?
and
Where
then
are you guys?
the dude thought he was gonna get me, so I had to explode up. And when I explode up, I just kicked the motherfucker right in his face, knocked him out cold, and then I ran back through the fire department, and the police got everybody on the floor, and I just started jumping over people.
He ran through, didn't even
I
stop.
ran right past everybody. Ain't nobody say nothing to me. I just kept going. My nose is
But
leaking. I'm
everybody's
just trying
seeing
to
his
hold my
nose
nose.
leaking.
My shit was leaking. But yeah, I knocked the dude out that day. I kicked him in the face. Well, my nose got broke.
There was this one time I got 7 knockouts in one night. I was
Oh
standing
yeah.
by the front door. We was fighting the whole
That was a
party. They was
different party.
tripping.
Yeah, that was a different party.
Hey, Viking was there. They was tripping because
It's
they
because
was
of
trying to
me.
charge for the
Because
drinks and the refrigerator. I'm like,
I
you guys
tried to go
might
in
as
the
well charge
refrigerator.
at the door. I'm like, you guys might as well charge at the door. You know what I'm saying? And so they started tripping, and
No, they were
the
tripping because I
female
was taking the Jello shots. I was taking the Jello shots out the refrigerator.
right out the fridge, and they're trying to
They didn't
charge
like
for
that.
drinks. I'm like, that's why you should charge at the door.
At the door.
So, boom, the female was tripping, and her dude started taking off on me, and it just felt like something was patting me on the head. He was on top of a chair trying to hit down on me. When I seen that, that was the first knockout.
That's
But
like
how
a
I knocked him
downward
out,
punch. He was like,
he folded down before he hit the ground. So boom, we're fighting our way out the party, and I take post at the front door. And Viking and my other homeboy Ron G was fighting people coming out of the front door, and I was just standing by the side of the front door getting one shot every time. Boom!
you guys live in like a freaking action
I got like
movie.
7 knockouts and ended up splitting my
Yeah.
pinky.
That's
That's where
not
that
real
scar
life.
is
You guys
from.
live in like an action movie.
That's where that scar is from. It's
And
split
then he got
from.
the KO tattooed on top of it right after that fight.
Yeah,
Knocking
Cameras
people
back
out.
then.
Dude,
that was a dope nut.
we all got our fighting injuries. I'm pretty sure. I got freaking shit wrong with my eye. I got a scar under my chin. My nose is crooked. My knuckles had freaking bone fragments floating around in it. I got this
Damn.
gnarly ass scar all the way up my arm right here, dude. But
Yeah,
you know
but
what?
Steve-
I wouldn't trade any of it back.
Yeah, but Steve,
HB
did
is cool.
you knock out 7 guys in one night and fight off a horde of crackheads?
I haven't done that, but I knocked Solo out too. So there's
Oh,
that.
Greg.
For real.
Fuck.
It all
Now
makes you beautiful, Fire Chicken.
I gotta one up you, Viking. I'm gonna have to find a Sasquatch to fight now.
That motherfucker looked like Sasquatch on a diet. But yeah, though, are we gonna get into the last couple fights that you had, Steve, before we let him go?
You know what? I just wanted to talk to Solo really quick about his fight coming up. We're not going to talk about the
How
rest
did you
of them.
get your name, Solo? Hold on. How did you get your name?
Solo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you come up with that?
I was on my first match and I was kind of feeling alone. Flying solo. Then Obi-Wan Solo, I guess you could say that too. But,
Obi-Wan Solo. I like that.
Yeah. That's where it came from. I was kind of on my own. First fight, I didn't have a corner or nothing. My girl was there, but I was on my own. Flying solo.
Yeah. For real. Flying Solo. I like it.
So you're fighting the Red Goat in the first ever Muay Thai match.
So are they using elbows in this matchup?
No,
Are they
just
allowed?
knees, kicks, clinch. Right?
So we have
Punches.
to keep it still with amateur rules. So
Hey, I wanna referee this match. Can I referee this
No
match?
knees to the head, no elbows to the head.
we'll
Anything
talk
else?
referee. Maybe you were wrong. But possibly you can't knee or elbow to the face. But I'm thinking trips are fine. Knees to the body, clinching, that kind of stuff is fine. I just can't do the knees to the face or the elbows to the face because it takes it to another level.
Yep, that's too hard. That's too bad because I'm good at that. But it'll be okay. It'll go awesome. It's gonna be a fight to see, guys. This is gonna be one to watch.
Solo, you better land another head kick because that was beautiful. That last one you landed.
Yeah.
It's like
how tall is he? I can't remember. I'll check it out. We'll see.
It's
clinch is there.
It's a modified. I haven't read up on the Muay Thai rules, but I assume that it's similar to kickboxing except with clinching, tripping.
Clinch is another big thing.
Yeah, I know Muay Thai. I'm 5-0 Muay Thai.
Nice. Excellent.
So let me referee this fight. I want to referee it.
I think you're qualified, Viking.
Yeah, I want to do it. It's gonna be a dope fight. I think Solo's gonna take the victory.
Thank you, brother.
We're not gonna red goat out, but Solo's my dude. I'm gonna have to go with.
He's been training, man. This guy's coming at me. He's coming out strong. Red Goat's an awesome guy. He's got it hard. He's at it, man.
Solo might be the goat after this one.
Yeah.
Well, guys, you guys got anything else as far as the scrap talk goes tonight?
Yeah, I got something. Shout out Prosciutto. Premium Pro.
Shout out.
Get your exclusive.
OTH. Or that's amazing.
Shout out
Johnny Houston's restaurant in Florida. Johnny Houston's restaurant in Florida. Come eat there. Check it out. See what they're about. And Scrapyard all the way.
Any shout outs, guys?
I don't have a shout out. Shout out my mom. Hey mom.
Hey mama.
I didn't tell you I was doing this podcast, so it'd be really random if you see this.
Hi mom.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Take us away. Scraptalk, the livest podcast in the Northwest. Easy, let's go.
Thanks for having me, guys. Hey.
Hell yeah, man. What a freaking awesome show.
Is it live?